Hi friends, welcome to Contestants Are You Ready? The pilot of the silly game show, where having the right answer isn't always as important as having the best answer. I'm your host, Jared Petty. To my left, two luminary special guests that we'll meet in just a moment. But first, as always, this being the first time, but as always from here on forth until I decide to change it, we're jumping right in with the question. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a card in front of you right now. You got a pen right now.
What's happening?
In front of you. Exactly. Jumping right in.
Who am I? Who is she? Where are we?
Well, what's happening is you're going to write down on that card the dumbest thing you've ever done to impress a date. You don't have to have a lot of detail. Just write it down. You've got 60 seconds starting now. In the meantime, while y'all are writing, I'm going to explain the game to our viewers and listeners. So, ladies and gentlemen, think of this episode as Contestants Are You Ready? Which we like to abbreviate CARE, because we care. C-A-Y-R. Anyway, think of this as a beta, this pilot, a way of trying out some ideas, working out the kinks on this little show I want to do. You won't be seeing this every week quite yet. This is just sort of a special. We'd love to know what you think, and you can email me at mail@hopblipandajump. That's mail@hopblipandajump or hopblipjump. They both work. At mail@hopblipandajump.com. Let me know what you thought about the episode, or you can just tweet me at PettyCommaJared. It's a simple quiz show, but not every answer to every question is going to be a fact. Sometimes we're looking for opinions, and that means we have to please the judge, who's sitting off camera. Introduce yourself, Judge.
Hi, I'm Angie Petty.
Yeah, that's Angie. That's the judge. She sits in the throne of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, starting to my left here with
Chastity Vicencio.
That's right. Hello. Make your argument, Chastity. What's
argument?
the dumbest thing you've ever done to impress a date?
I tried to balance all the dinner plates on my arms because I used to be a server, and I said I could do it.
You just, okay, where let's have some context here. Where were you?
Olive Garden.
You were at the Olive Garden. And your date was eating at the Olive Garden, or was it one of the...
We went to the Olive Garden because we were both 19.
Okay.
And that's where 19-year-olds go on dates.
Excellent. We went on a lot of dates, so when they were 19...
Unlimited
we may have gone to an Olive Garden.
Salad.
It was so good.
So good.
That Alfredo sauce with all the butter in it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome to chime in at a time. But, so you're sitting there with these plates.
You previously had served, but you did not work at that Olive Garden?
No.
Did you clear this with the server in advance?
No.
Did you spill everywhere?
I spilled some stuff.
It's beautiful.
But we were done eating.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do it before we ate because I didn't want to waste any food, but I was just like, you know what? I could balance all these plates because I used to be a server.
Was there shattering of any kind involved?
No, they were pretty sturdy plates at the Olive Garden.
Wow, well done. Okay, so just...
carpeted floor. Yeah,
they do have to tolerate unlimited breadsticks and soup.
That's right.
Was there a date? Was there a second date?
No.
Okay.
That's another time.
Okay, we'll leave that one alone. Max Scoville, what's the dumbest thing you've ever done to impress a date?
Climb onto the roof of my old high school with a long rope.
With a long rope?
I was 20, I wrote in parentheses.
You were 20.
And there's a catch here. She wasn't there, so I did this, and then I called her on the phone to tell her about it.
From the roof?
Yes.
All right, so you called her from a cell phone, from the roof, to tell her, I'm on the roof, and I climbed it with a rope.
I just climbed a school.
What was her response?
I think like moderately amused, and all of my friends were mad at me because I ruined the moment of getting onto the roof of the school with the long rope, and then proceeded to call a girl.
Okay, did you use a grappling hook?
No, it was just a rope. I think somebody went up there first. I don't think it was a grappling hook.
Okay, how tall was the school? How many stories?
Like one.
Okay, that gets better because it's one story.
Yeah,
That's especially good now that it's only like 10 feet off the ground.
Nice flat California campus. Not really much going on there.
And now we appeal, friends, to the throne of judgment. Throne of judgment for 1 point and control of the categories in the first round.
Oh my.
Which of these stories of impressing a date is dumber?
I'm gonna have to go with Chastity.
Oh,
Chastity! Yeah, I mean, I loved Max's answer. But I'm gonna.
You were impressed, weren't you?
The tipping point was that somebody was actually there to witness it, and so he saw her shame.
Yes, my shame was witnessed.
I like that. You got to witness that shame. All right, so Angela, you're our scorekeeper. Please grant Chastity 1 point. What are we playing for? Well, it's stupid. I can promise you that. I'd love to say the People's Ovation and Fame forever, but Iron Chef Japan already claimed that, so we'll have to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, you really have no idea what's going on here, Max. Chastity,
not
do you?
really.
All right,
at all.
so before we move forward with this game, why don't you introduce yourselves to the audience now?
Sure. I'm Chastity, and I met Jared when I walked into his house one day because Max's wife had to pick up a skirt.
Yeah, she was picking up.
I work at GameSpot.
There we are.
That was a long walk.
Yeah.
That's how we met. That was amazing. You showed up, you're like, I'm here to pick up your mail.
Yeah.
And then like 100 miles away, I ran into you. Like, well, that wasn't 100. It was a long way though. It was like 50 miles away. I met you
IGN,
at an
right?
arcade convention
and then
a couple of days later. It was very strange.
California Extreme.
Yeah. What about you, Max?
I'm Max Scoville. You may know me from such other crowdfunded video programs as The Comedy Button, which is audio only, and Weird Heat, as well as IGN.com, a place where they talk about video games and things like that.
You do stuff like that. Well, thank you for agreeing to come in here on a work night and record this stupidity.
Having no idea what we're doing.
I had no idea what we're doing. Indeed, I didn't
That's what
really
makes it so
inform them.
exciting.
Well, it is exciting. Well, you're part of Contestants. Are you ready? The silly game show. And now it's time to choose your category for some basic quiz type questions. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 topics to choose from here. 2 categories. You get to pick one. Chastity, since you won the last thing there, you get to decide.
Okay.
The categories are animal appendages
Oh boy.
or Christmas.
Christmas.
You choose Christmas.
Yeah, because I feel like Max knows a lot more about animal appendages for some reason.
I was going to say animal appendages or Christmas sounds like my new favorite game show on its own.
Maybe I should just start that one. That's
What's in the stocking?
So, 5 questions in this category, each worth 1 point. You buzz in if you know the answer. However, if you buzz in and you get the answer wrong or don't know the answer, you lose a point.
Oh, boy.
So, it's not just like buzzing right away. You want to make sure you actually know what you're talking about or have a good guess, because just sitting there and staring is sometimes the safest, just like the SAT.
Can we, for the listeners at home, can we demonstrate our buttons first?
Indeed. Let's hear Max's button first. Chastity? If there's any question about who went first, Angie always makes the call.
Okay.
All right. Throne of judgment.
Throne of judgment.
Excellent. Okay, here we go. First off, finish the first stanza of this song. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. We're off to the races here, folks. All right, we're going to call that, you know what? The answer being, how lovely are thy branches. Excellent. But, you know what?
Curse on this show.
Playing it safe.
Is
Playing
he
it safe.
trying to have sex with the tree? Like, I don't think I've ever listened to that song.
That's everybody sings, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
I know that part, and then it's
How
just
lovely are thy branches?
Are thy branches. That's right.
What, do you know what comes after that, or can we sing the whole?
Ah, na, 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 na. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
Huh.
Oh, there we are.
I don't know the words.
Number 2,
Clearly.
for 1 point. Name 3 of the 4 canonical features adorning the head or face of Walter Rollins and Steve Nelson's Frosty the Snowman.
What?
All right, Max.
The hat, the pipe, the carrot, and the coal for the eyes.
Max, I'm sorry, but you went a bridge too far there. Corncob pipe and a button nose, no carrot.
That sick
I'm
man.
afraid we're gonna have to take a point off for that. 1 point off for Max there. What's the score, Angela?
Chastity 1, Max -1.
Excellent.
I also would have said carrot. I'm glad I stayed silent.
Sorry, Max. You
took a risk.
You went
I went
big.
out there.
You went
Yeah.
big. Number 3. In Charles Dickens' classic, A Christmas Carol, the ghost of Christmas Present reveals 2 emaciated children living beneath his robe. Name the children.
What?
What?
Don't remember that part?
No.
Oh, it's the best part of A Christmas Carol.
What?
I really don't remember that.
Yeah.
The
part.
ghost has children living in his robe?
I think
He
I
does.
blocked that out.
Okay, and it's the ghost of Christmas Present in Victorian England.
Okay.
And this is the big jolly like Father Christmas one, not the evil skeleton ghost. He opens his robe and there are 2 emaciated children.
Oh my god.
And he says their names are Ignorance and Want. Fear them both, but ignorance most of all.
Wow.
And then he leaves Scrooge in the company of the homeless of Victorian
I feel like
London.
I've only
I feel
ever
like
seen.
that's not in the other versions of
Like with
I've seen
Scrooge
multiple-
McDuck.
I've seen other versions of this story, and they are not there.
Yeah, not making
For
it into
sure.
Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I wish I'd.
That's where they introduced Scrooge McDuck to the Disney
like film
Yeah.
is
Yeah, there was no ignorance nor
Want?
what was
Want.
want.
So that explains why I've always been celebrating Christmas ignorantly and wantonly.
Yeah, that book has my all-time favorite opening line in a book. Have you ever
It
read
was
A
the
Christmas-
best of times. It was the
No,
Christmas
that's
of times.
That's very good. No, it's Marley was dead. I think that's a good opening for a book. Marley was dead. It's a good
strong
sentence.
opening.
There we are.
I'm doing
Which is,
poorly.
which
You're
is
ahead.
weird because that's also the last line of Marley and Me.
Oh, yeah, Marley was dead. So stupid. All right, how we doing on time, Angela? I know you're keeping track of the camera. How we
I
doing?
can't laugh because I'm still sad about it.
4:41.
All right, we're in good shape here. Okay.
I think my favorite piece of vandalism ever was there was a bus ad for Marley and Me, and somebody just wrote "The dog dies." Sorry if that's spoilers for that 10-year-old movie.
So upsetting.
They bury the dog with jewelry. It's a waste of jewelry.
Yeah, you just dig it up later on.
That's like the cousin thing of pearls before swine is necklaces with dead dogs. No one needs that. Anyway,
I like to think
sorry.
of Marley and Me as like the stealth prequel to Pet Cemetery, or to Pet Cemetery. Like, in the next time, it's just like
That would give that some weight.
Yeah, that would make it way more interesting.
All right, number 4, the Coke snowflake.
What?
Wow, I didn't even say it right. The Coke snowflake is a representation of this sort of recursive mathematical set at work. The Coke snowflake is a representation of this sort of recursive mathematical set at work. This is one of them intellectual questions. Yeah.
Fractals?
Nice!
Wow, I'm really impressed.
Very good. Max Scoville with the
I don't
fractal.
That's not trivia. That's an actual question.
Yeah, there we go.
You're like the Coke snowflake. I'm like, this must be a precursor to that holiday polar bear that made so
We're
popular.
going to talk about the bears from the commercial.
I should give you a half a point just for that. All right, finally, final Christmas question. The burning of this log in ancient Nordic and Germanic. Oh, yes.
Yule.
Wow.
That man hopping in with Yule. Well done, Christmas revels. Yule it is. Final score for this round, Angela.
Chastity won. Max won.
What?
Oh, there we are. Max
won.
has dug himself out of the hole.
Bad
They're all
story.
tied up, and we will be right back. All right, friends, get your cards ready.
Oh boy.
It's time for another open-ended question. You're spending a year on the space station. What one thing would you sneak on board with you, and why? Write them down, and while they write, I'm going to mention a couple other shows that I make and the ways that you can support them. First off, I make Hop, Blip, and a Jump, which is a show about video games. It's a set of kind of little mini documentary video essays about how everything you love in games is connected and about how life reflects games and games reflect life. There's a new episode out right about the time you hear this, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. All of them are just a few minutes long, bite-sized chunks, nothing quite like it, but you can find those at youtube.com/hop, Blip, and a Jump. I also host Red Dead Radio, the Red Dead Redemption podcast. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on Android. You can find it on Stitcher. All the places podcasts can be found. And that's on YouTube too, or just go to reddeadradio.com. I host Pockets Full of Soup, the storytelling show about the people we're thankful for. A new episode of that just went up. That's audio only on podcast services. Once again, look for that on Apple Podcasts or on Android, or you can find it on SoundCloud. You see me every now and then over at Kinda Funny, at Kinda Funny Games Daily, or Kinda Funny Gamescast. And I write for IGN occasionally, just an article about the top 10 NES games. If you want to support my work, once again, you can go to reddeadradio.com or patreon.com/Jared Petty.
Do that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So there's my own commercial for my endeavors. But yeah, if you like this, is somehow I make a living doing this sort of. So, you want to help out with that, I'd appreciate it. All right. What are you going to do on that space station? You went first last time, right, Chastity?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear Max.
Okay, so my go-to answer is more out of fear than any sort of entertaining answer, but I wrote manscaping equipment and or supplies because I heard that when astronauts come back from there, they frequently have all their body hair grown through their long johns and they have to cut them off.
Oh my!
Like, they all just kind of are like, and it's just they become one with their clothing, and it's the worst thing I've ever
So
thought
they
of.
don't
So I would
change
just,
out of their long johns? They just...
I think eventually it just because I don't know, your body does different stuff in zero gravity, and
Bodies
they're
are
just gross.
Bodies are disgusting.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just would try to be as supremely hairless up there as possible.
This is oddly prescient. Are you sure you haven't peeked at the script?
I have not peeked at the script.
All right, well, we'll get there.
Is it about manscaping?
There's a manscaping
no.
thing coming up. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So your manscaping equipment, Chastity. What do you bring to the space station and why?
That robot dog. I think it's still a thing. It was in a Janet Jackson video.
That robot dog, I think it's still a thing. It was in a Janet Jackson. Okay, so I remember a dancing cat from a Paula Abdul video.
No, there's a robot dog in the video for Doesn't Really Matter, which was on the soundtrack for, I think, Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Was it the Ibo?
It's the Ibo, but there's a newer one. I think it was gone, and then it was so popular in Japan they brought it back.
But it's not the one that Anki makes, right? No, Anki makes a cute little robot.
I think I don't know who makes it, but it's called the Ibo dog. But I just want a pet. Because you're up there. Like, what are you gonna do? Just play with dogs.
What does a robot dog do in space? Like, what's
Just
this?
amuses me.
Okay. Angela?
So I'm gonna have to go with Max on this one, okay? And I've got reasons. So as you guys know, I was involved in a car accident, and I had to wear a neck brace for many months. And I'm gonna tell a story that I've never told anyone before, including Jared. But the fear is real. When they removed my neck brace, freaky things happened.
Oh.
And I had a hair growing out of my neck about 2 inches long. Wow. It had something to do with the surgery, but it was freaky. So Max, you get this point.
Gross and good.
Wow. Right. So you're welcome. You're welcome, world.
I'm not kissing you anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Bodies, man.
It's bodies.
But thank goodness the situation is clear.
So that's 1 point and control of the next round.
Ooh.
2 Max.
Point.
All right, 1 point to Max. That's 2-1. Max ahead now. Max, the 2 categories you can choose from. We've still got animal appendages on the board, but you can also choose from apples to oranges. So animal appendages or apples to oranges.
I'm gonna go with animal appendages.
Animal appendages.
Yeah,
All right.
That's a fun category.
Animal appendages.
Who
Here we
doesn't
go.
love that category?
All right, get ready.
Let's
Once again,
go.
be ready to buzz in. Okay, this is it. And once again, lose a point if you're wrong, gain a point if you're right.
All right.
Angie, you ready to tell us who wins this round?
Yes, indeed.
According to Hunter Peter Capstick, this African mammal can reportedly be tracked during rut by following the unique trail of their dragging penis in the dirt. Yes.
Rhinoceros.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well done.
How did you know that, Max?
You don't want to know that.
The things we Google late at night. What's that score? What is that? Is that 3-1?
Max is now 3, Chastity 1.
I'm
Oh,
far
there we
behind.
go. That's all
I
right.
might end this game not answering any questions.
Nonsense. You're
I'm gonna
doing
drag
wonderful.
you through the savannah like a rhinoceros penis.
Oh my god.
I can't just get my head around that thought. Number 2.
Oh.
Keep picturing it.
This Indonesian tree frog is informally named for its huge nose and popular resemblance to a figure from children's literature.
Indonesian tree frog, you said?
Yep. Yes.
What is Pinocchio frog?
Very good.
I've
Wow.
never even heard
I don't know.
of
Say
that.
why. I don't know. Say what is.
I've never even heard of
Very good. You said what is? Well, I phrased it like an answer. I'm not consistent with these. Some of them sound like questions.
You're gonna get a cease and desist from Alex Trebek.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Wow, that would be amazing.
What is
I
a
would frame
takedown
that.
notice?
Yeah, what is a takedown?
He's going to make you buy some Prudential insurance.
I'm really, really hoping LeVar Burton takes over for Alex Trebek. I want that so badly when
Is
he
that a
retires.
possibility?
I've
That would
heard
be
that
pretty
bounced
great.
around. Yeah,
I would watch that.
he would be perfect for that role.
Yeah.
Nicest famous person I've ever met.
Oh,
I
I'm
wanna
so
meet him
happy
so
to
badly.
hear that.
Yo, he's amazing.
Oh,
He's like
that
an
makes me
angel
so
man.
happy.
I got to spend like an hour with him once in an interview. But
Really?
like, yeah. And then like, I mean, it was all like a full
That's a
hour.
long
It was
interview.
great. And like the whole area was flooded with smoke because some special effects thing had gone wrong. And like, instead of like being all frustrated and like celebrity, he was like taking care of his entourage, like his staff and his aides and stuff. He was like, "Are you guys okay?" Like he was like, "We got to get him water with it." He was taking care of them instead of like the other way around. And then he was just the most engaging, sweet man. And he told me that Geordie LaForge became a science fiction writer when he retired, and it was great.
I love that.
Cool.
He's also in the music video for Cameo's Word Up.
What?
Yeah.
Cameo. Wow.
Was there a robot dog involved?
No, they hadn't been invented yet. I think it's set during Prohibition, that video.
Cameo. That was that Xbox launch title, right? Yeah, there we go.
I think no relation.
No relation. Okay. Number 3. The bioluminescent wand used by the anglerfish to draw in prey gets its glow from what tiny symbiotic life form living within the fish?
Are you serious? Wow.
Nobody can take a guess? All right. Oh,
Is it plankton?
no, it is not plankton. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Usually in the ocean, the answer is either plankton or krill, but in this case, neither. Bacteria.
Huh.
Yep. Funneled through a crystal, a natural crystal in its head.
I'm learning a lot.
Yes, I learned a lot preparing this as well. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Do you know about Male anglerfish.
Oh yeah, that's that good job brain stuff right there. You got to go to good job brain for the male
Absolutely.
anglerfish.
Okay.
Oh, it's the gross. Do you know this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course you're the captain of the grotesque. Chastity, nightmare fuel.
Okay. Maybe I won't, but
Oh, you need to.
okay,
you need to
maybe,
look this
maybe
up.
I need to know.
Do you want to tell him?
Well, I think you should listen to Good Job Brain. It's an excellent podcast.
It is. Number 4. Maxillae and maxillipeds. Maxilli, are terrifying appendages of crustaceans commonly associated with what bodily function? Maxillae and maxillipeds are terrifying appendages of crustaceans commonly associated with what bodily function? Nobody's going in?
Walking?
I'm sorry, Chastity.
Damn it.
It's not walking. That's 1 point off.
Is it eating?
It is eating, indeed. Yeah, it's eating. That's what the little things that you see that look like little arms. Yeah, they have mandibles, but then the maxillae and maxillipeds are the two other parts that pull them into their tiny mouth that's hiding inside.
I was really
Nasty.
Yeah.
hoping for something there.
I figure it's got to be either walking, eating, or pooping, right? I mean,
I heard PEDs, so I was
Yeah.
hoping it was
No.
walking.
Smart, yeah.
it's a good plan.
Crustaceans don't do much
there's
else.
definitely some room to rally here, too, right?
Oh, there's a lot of room to rally,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, what's the score right now?
I think I'm at 0.
Unfortunately, yeah, Chastity lost a point, so 0, and then Max is now at 3.
Ooh, wow. That's a commanding lead.
I'm going to try to keep it at 0 and not negative.
The star-nosed mole, a small subterranean mammal with an extraordinarily sensitive olfactory organ, is native to which continent?
North America?
Indeed. Well done, master of trivia.
Huh.
I like animals. I think I've seen a dead
He
one.
does like animals.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we will be right back after the break. And we're back. Okay, friends, so this next question, worth 2 points, is from our studio audience, a.k.a. the people out there on the internet that for some reason pay attention
I
to
need points.
what I do here. You're going to get points, or you're going to have a shot at it. Perhaps you could appeal to Angie or bribe her. That's allowed, too.
Hi, Angie. I like you a lot.
Hi.
All right,
I
so-
think you're swell.
I think that you made some really great questions.
Objection.
Wow, you Phoenix right that. My goodness.
Overruled. I want to talk about those great questions you made for the Extra Life stream about the Old Spice. I thought that was really good.
Those were so
Oh,
good.
did you do them?
Yeah, we did those.
Wait,
The
Old Spice.
The Old
Right.
Spice. You know, not the hidden one.
There's,
Old
but
Spice or
wait,
mobile
there's
game.
more.
There's
Very good.
a sealed envelope, a kind of funny, full of questions for another episode of that we're going to use someday.
Should bring that back.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to do it. But Brent has an open-ended question for you.
Okay.
And I said earlier that you were prophetic, Max. Brent's question is very simple. How often should a man manscape downstairs? While y'all are answering...
Is this just an opinion?
Huh? This is an opinion. How often should a man manscape downstairs and why? Be prepared to make the answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and write it down. You've only got a few seconds here. We'd love to know what you think of the show. Once again, mail at hotblipjump.com. That's mail at hotblipjump.com. Or you can just tweet me, Petty, Jared. That's PettyCommaJared. You can also contact me at the Pockets Full of Soup Facebook group, at all, etc., all over the place. I hope you're having fun with the silliness. Really would love to hear your suggestions. Hope you like the show. We'd like to start doing this more regularly, bringing guests in and out. I think it's fun. It's kind of goofy. I don't know, Angie. You give it a 6 out of 10?
Sure, that's a good number.
Okay, 6 out of 10. I like
Yeah.
that number. What's
Oh,
your
yes.
favorite number between 1 and 10?
5?
5. All right. Angie, what are your words of wisdom for the week?
My words of wisdom. I was not prepared to give words of wisdom.
Well, you're
but
so wise. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
well, there we are. Well,
Sorry.
that was your moment. That was your
Yeah,
chance.
that needs to be cut.
I'm sorry. That's going right on in there. It's going straight into the podcast. All right, folks. How often, Brent asks, should a man manscape downstairs? I think it's definitely funnier if Chastity answers first.
You wrote a lot there. You got like a whole essay question.
I wrote, I don't want to tell people what to do. I don't shave my legs often during the winter. You do you.
There we are. Excellent. Confessing to your cactus-like legs. Are you truly cactite?
Not right now.
Not
but,
right now?
I mean, I just shaved them this weekend, but I don't plan on shaving them for about 3 more weeks.
Yeah. All right.
That's what's up.
Do you get now? Are you like soft long hairy, or are you like prickly long hairy?
prickly when they're growing out, and then
Yeah.
they get softer the longer you wait.
Okay. So
Wow.
I'm married
This is
to
a revealing podcast.
No, I'm married to a caterpillar. Like definitely, like a prickly caterpillar when it comes to the not shaving of the legs.
Wow, you get 0
Wow,
points.
what-
Sometimes
Wow.
it's like snuggling
Jared
up
has
with
0
Velcro.
points.
I mean, it's kind of
Well,
lovely.
I mean, I do have long neck hair.
Jared has
so.
-1 point.
So why not?
Max
How
Scoville?
often should you cut your one very long neck hair?
Yeah,
That's a
how
question.
often?
I can't grow a beard. I just get one long hair,
I just braid it.
like an old guy on the bus.
All right,
I
what's your
said
answer?
half as often as he cuts his fingernails, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. So the fingernails is another
It's
question.
like counting
entirely
the
different.
knuckles on. So that's a recursive answer there. Angela, which of these two wins in your mind?
I'm gonna have to clearly go with Chastity because she is a girl after my own heart. And Jared, you get -10 points for saying things you shouldn't on the air.
So I'm way behind
Yeah,
there.
so Chastity definitely 2 points.
For the makers of Contestants, are you ready? Judges, are you in the doghouse?
For what it's worth, I think body hair on women is sexy. So there. I like it.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Winner
what's the
time.
next question,
All
Jared?
right, so there we go. Sure, you wanted to know that. Disturbing things people didn't want to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head into the lightning round.
Oh boy, is this a buzzer thing?
This is a buzzer thing.
Yikes.
What's the score right now, Angie?
Chastity 2, Max 4.
I'm back on the board.
All right, Chastity 2, Max 4. There's still a chance to come back right now. However, this is a dangerous one. All right, so you got to watch. The lightning round works a little different than it does in some others. It's not just quick trivia. Okay. There's a theme to this. Which came first? I'm going to read 2 words to you, and you're going to answer with which one of these 2 things chronologically came into being first. You're going to buzz in and answer with one or the other. If you're right, you get a point. If you're wrong, you lose a point. So it's dangerous to hop in. But if you wait too long, since there's only 2 words that are going to be read or 2 terms, you understand how this works? You got it? Max,
So we
you look
just call out
confused.
the one thing that came
Yeah.
Say the
You-
thing that came first.
And the thing that
say
came
the thing that
first.
You say the correct. You push the
chronologically.
button and you say the correct answer.
Say the
That's
thing that
right.
came
Push the
first.
button and say
Okay.
the correct answer.
Okay.
And if you say the wrong answer, you are
You are
penalized.
You're
Wrong.
best. That's how it works. That's how game shows work, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. That's right. Here we go. Lightning round. Which came first? GameSpot or IGN?
IGN.
Incorrect.
Wow.
GameSpot.
suck.
Where do you work?
I work at GameSpot.
Excellent.
Yeah, I wasn't going to fall on that side.
That's 1 point off for Chastity. Score?
1 Chastity, Max 4.
I hope GameSpot
right.
never sees this.
Number 2. Yes, actually, it's a matter of months, but officially, IGN.com appeared in about September of 1996, and GameSpot appeared just a few months before that.
All right.
Which occurred first, the Punic Wars or the War of the Roses?
The Punic Wars?
That's correct. Not to be confused with the Pubic Wars from that other question we had a little earlier on. Number 3, which came first, the U.S. nickel or the U.S. quarter? Yes.
U.S. nickel.
Indeed, as a matter of fact, but only perhaps by a matter of minutes. We're not quite sure exactly how long. However, the U.S. half dime,
Minutes?
which was authorized at the same time as U.S. quarter, a half dime was the first official piece of U.S. currency ever minted by the United States government. It was commissioned at the same time as the quarter.
Difference of minutes.
But yes, but the first coin minted was, in fact, a half dime, a.k.a. the nickel.
Wow.
Which came first, Excitebike or Frogger? No one's answering? Yep.
Frogger?
Frogger did come first.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, which was it the frog or the motorcycle?
There we go. Frogger the motorcycle. Which came first? All right. Angela, what's the score?
Chastity 1, Max 7.
Oh my god.
Okay, Chastity, if you're gonna run the table here,
I'm not.
you're just gonna have to dive in on all of
not.
these.
Okay.
All right.
I think you
gotta
should get
beat him-
Chastity as a guest host because she'll just make you jump
gotta
through all kinds of
beat him
hoops.
to the buzzer here. All right. We've got 6 questions left. Which came first? Superman or Batman? Yes.
Superman.
By 1 year. Superman.
Wow.
Yep.
Totally second guessed myself there for a second.
All right.
Nope.
You know what? Should I double the point? Judge, should I double the points to add
Go
spice?
for it. Let's do
Oh
something
my God.
wild.
Okay, we're adding spice here. That's right. We're being
Wait, so
blatantly unfair.
Are we taking away 2 points as well?
Oh yeah, if you get it
All
wrong,
right.
you take away 2 points. That's right. All right.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's the last 4 questions here.
Ready
We're
to get in the
doubling up.
negative.
That's right. It's like Mario Kart. This is that blue shell rule. We're
Uh-oh.
going to call it. Here we go. The state of Kansas or the state of California?
Kansas?
No!
Oh my God.
You'd think so, but in fact, the state of California, populated after the 1849 gold rush, rapidly became a U.S. state soon after.
Wow.
So that's 2 points off. I've somehow made your situation worse by
Yep.
trying to give you more points.
Yep.
All right, there we are.
That's okay.
Let's see. We call this the mercy killing round. The NFL or the NBA?
You want to just go home? You want to just like leave?
I don't want -5 points.
All right, we're just skipping on.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
Of those two? The National Football League.
Okay.
All right. Would you have gotten it right?
No.
Okay. There we go. All right. Here we go. Heading on in. Which came first? Stuckey's or IHOP? Nope. Nobody got to guess. Yeah.
Stuckey's?
Indeed, Stuckey's is home
Hooray.
of the giant log of nuts. Like
I don't know what Stuckey's
delicious.
is.
you don't have you know Stuckey's, right?
I've heard of it. I've never
Okay.
been to one.
No,
I
you
feel
never
like
been to a
know.
Stuckey's? Stuckey's is what would happen if an IHOP, a truck stop, and a flea market had a baby.
I feel like you've told me about this, and I just looked out the window instead of listening. I don't know.
All right.
It was like that, and like how to tell the difference between 4 kinds of barbecue, and you just get this faraway look in your eyes, and you just keep going.
You still remember the 4 kinds of barbecue. I'm really impressed.
I get them mixed up with the houses of Hogwarts, but you know.
I would like to go to a Stuckey's now.
Oh yeah, you would be rad at Stuckey's. Stuckey's is your kind of place.
great.
Absolutely. You can buy a dream catcher, a T-shirt, a CB radio, and fruitcake, and gasoline,
Yes.
and get fried chicken buffet.
Sign
And
me
that
up.
sounds like a
Sign
grand
me
time.
up. Sign
It
me
is a
up.
grand time. 2 more. Which came first? The Nintendo Famicom or the Commodore 64?
Commodore 64?
Only by a year, but you're correct. All right. And last one. Which came first? Tylenol or Mountain Dew?
Wow.
Chastity, you have nothing to lose here if you want to go for it.
You know. Tylenol?
Except your dignity.
Oh, God.
I can give a little bit of
Mountain
backstory in
Dew.
the history of Mountain Dew right now. if
We'd
you
love
want.
to hear
It
it.
was
Great
introduced as a
shame.
whiskey mixer back in, I believe, 1961?
40.
40.
1940.
Way earlier than that. It was purchased by the PepsiCo company in, I believe, the 60s, I think, sometime around there. But it was Yahoo, that old Mountain Dew, and they introduced the hillbilly mascots, and it used to be this whole theme of barefoot people.
Yeah, that was their whole
Traipsing
thing.
around. And it
I
wasn't
remember
until the 90s when they introduced the whole extreme sports thing and then sponsored the very first X Games.
that. Then they became Mountain Dew with spit strings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chastity,
I brought great shame upon GameSpot.
you have brought shame upon GameSpot this evening by not
Shame
knowing when it
Spot.
began.
Yeah.
Shame Spot.
More
Oh,
like
yeah,
Shame
that's right.
Spot, yes.
Oh, more like Shame
Yeah,
Spot.
yeah.
If there's no other takeaway, we've got that one. All right, so however, when we come back, I do have prizes for each of you, a winner's prize
I
and a
deserve
consolation
nothing.
prize. Nonsense, Chastity.
Nothing.
You at very least get to walk away with the Price is Right bread maker. We'll be right back with the prizes. Friends, thank you for coming over here and doing this stupid thing with me. I really appreciate it.
was fun.
It was fun. So, Chastity, we don't want to say you're the loser,
I am, though.
but you
I'm
are.
owning that.
You got to own that. You did
It's
this.
fine.
So, however, we do have this fine consolation prize for you here.
Oh, boy.
I hope that you enjoy it.
A grocery bag.
Indeed, a grocery bag. Okay, I hope that you enjoy what's inside, Chastity.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
What?
Angie and I are hoping, obviously.
It's so dirty.
Yeah, it is.
It's so dirty.
What is it?
What's that? Oh, you got to show the audience. There we are. It's our old single-serving coffee pot. I don't think I took the filter out of it yet, but yeah,
my
we have a new Christmas coffee pot. So there's your consolation prize.
So
You just went full
Yeah.
UHF here.
There we are. I
So
hope you enjoy
sticky.
it. It is kind of terrible. I hope that you enjoy it. Feel free to take it home and burn it.
Okay, thank you.
And only marginally better for Max, our winner.
Friendly reminder, this episode is brought to you by Safeway, the makers of Refresh.
Well, it is.
I hate them. It's those horrible California. Are these even legit ones? They look.
Oh, my God, there's so many of them.
So for those, yeah.
Like grapes, they're engorged.
Indeed.
Oh, and they're held together with a twist tie.
They're like a
war
mobile.
prisoners.
If you ever have a child, you can dangle it over their crib.
Oh.
So anyway, 3 gigantic stuffed California raisins.
They look like
terrifying.
They look like ticks.
Yep. So there you are, Max. There's your prize for victory.
Oh, I hate them.
We'd love to give real prizes, but that would require sponsors. So if anybody would like to see their product highlighted on this show and given away as a gift,
And remember,
again,
if you're avoiding the danger path, take the safe way. There used to be a path by our Safeway in our town. We'd hang out at. It was called, you want to hang out at Danger Path, and it was just like a nice little walkway. It was fine.
Why is his tongue sticking out?
Yeah, there were a bunch of lascivious raisins.
Oh no.
yeah, that's right. Do you think did you do better with the coffee pot than that, Chastity? I mean, honestly, which is better, the coffee pot or the raisins? Are the raisins
They're
better?
Terrifying.
They are horrible.
Right, they are terrible. Anyway, this is Contestants. Are you ready? Friends, you do all kinds of wonderful things. Shows regularly have a plug segment. I plugged myself earlier, Adel, etc. But I want to know first from the audience, did you enjoy that yourself? What could we do better? But second, I'd like to know, I hope you had a good time. And it's that time of year when those of us who work in games are all crazy with overwork and being drowning and stuff to do. What are you in the middle of right now? And what's the light at the end of the tunnel?
I'm working on all of our best of lists for entertainment at GameSpot. So best movies, best TV shows, best performances, best horror, etc., etc. So all that fun stuff and stuff we're looking forward to in 2019.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Max? What are you up to?
Well, my usual weekly show up at noon is on hiatus until next year, I think, ? So we've been doing sort of weird videos here and there, along with some sponsored content, things like that, and Podcast Beyond, as always. Generally just sort of parsing what exactly is going on for these last remaining few weeks of the year. But I'm, I would say waist deep in Red Dead Redemption at this point.
Okay.
And, still have plenty of games I need to catch up on. I have not finished Yakuza Kiwami 2, and I probably should. But I've been building lots of model kits.
Ooh, models, you say.
That's
a little
the thing.
Voltron at your desk the other day.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to go home and work on, is just paint these little tiny figurines and things like that.
And my final question for you tonight, what do you want for Christmas? I mean, we're getting pretty... Oh, you're giggling. You have something in mind.
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't. Nothing here. Food. I want pie. Thank
You want pie for Christmas?
Apple pie. Thank you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Would you unwrap it?
Sure. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love apple pie.
I didn't know that. What about you, Max? What do you want for Christmas?
I think I'm pretty good on material goods. I want to sit on my couch and watch the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, that sounds good.
I want to just not leave for a while.
But you could do that with pie.
I could. I might do that.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Yeah.
It's not a great story, but it was so happy when it happened. My 2 best friends in the world, along with my wife, the 4 of us were together, and we went to a 12-hour theatrical marathon of all 3 Lord of the Rings movies years and years ago. We were living in Florida. They had intermissions between each of the films, about half an hour, and we walked across this vacant lot through a little Florida-like wood to get to a Costco and buy hot dogs. It was this winding footpath, and it had actually a little bit of elevation in Florida. And for some reason, as we all walked a single file along it, we realized somebody's just like boom, 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 and we were subconsciously or inadvertently
There's just
doing
somebody's
the
pony is walking.
Yes,
behind
exactly.
You,
We were
really
like
great.
really walking like it was just, this is strange.
I love
but it's
it.
a happy day.
What do you want for Christmas?
I want. If I could have anything I wanted for Christmas, I would steal Max Scoville's Japan vacation and go on a trip. I would really like a vacation for Christmas. I think that would be my
You
favorite
Grinch,
thing.
you can't steal my vacation. That's
Yeah.
mine. I already had it.
honeymoon.
It's even better. I mean, come on. That sounds amazing.
Does sound-
You want to go on a honeymoon?
Yes, please.
All right, there we go. See?
How the Grinch stole a honeymoon.
How the Grinch stole a honeymoon indeed. But yeah, I
That's
think
called
if
a
I could have
kidnapping
anything-
if you steal a honeymoon.
That's true. I think it probably is. Well, I meant stealing
I
the
know
both
what you
sets
meant.
of tickets.
Yes.
Well,
so
hopefully you
that-
get to go back there at some point and
I'd
come
really
back
like
with all kinds of weird stories and Sega
Yeah.
Saturn games.
I hope so. You want both. I mean, that's definitely... Those 2 things are kind of the same as it is. So, all right, friends. Thank you so much for coming. I think we're going to head out of here and walk over to a weird bar near my place now and hang out for a while. So thank you for hanging out with us for this while.
The Safe Way.
And we drink outside on the curb.
All right. See you next time.